Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this afternoon's health seminar. As usual, we're here to discuss how we can live a longer, healthier life. My name is Fred Gishuki, and today we are looking at how can we be able to know that we have deficiencies in our bodies, and are there remedies out there? Because as we all know that disease starts with a deficiency. Once you have a deficiency, in most cases, if you don't take care of it, then it can go into a full-blown disease, and that can be a problem. And to take us through that session, we have a very, very excited distributor, an expert in the wellness industry who has a wealth of knowledge, and that is none other than Margaret Amulavu. Margaret, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Fred. Thank you.
So, karibu and take it away.
Thank you so much, Fred. It's really a pleasure and a delight to be the one presenting this session. And like Fred said, my name is Margaret Amulavu. I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya. And before this business of health and wellness, I work for an international bank. And after working for this bank for 8.5 years, I chose to resign. And I resigned because one day I came home and our son at 3 years said his mother does not come home. And that was of a real concern to me because I thought this 3-year-old, in his mind, his mother doesn't come home. And then secondly, I come from a very mixed background. My father is a Kenyan, my mother is a Malawian, and I just thought my in-laws would think I'm as mixed up in my life as in my background. And with those two reasons, I decided to resign after 8.5 years. But the one thing I don't regret ever having gone to the bank, I thank God that's where I met my husband, Charles Amulavu, who's very supportive. He's been there for me, he has supported me. And he's been of great help because when I decided to resign, I actually didn't want him. We had then gotten a second child. We had a house mortgage. We had a car loan. Our son was 5 years old and I had a second child who was 6 months old. And with all that financial burden, I decided I must leave my job because I just knew that there's no day I can be an ex-parent. I could put my career on hold, but I couldn't stop and say that I'll bring my children next year in the next 2 years. And I decided, you know what, I think my kids at that time for me were a priority. And so this opportunity for me means a lot because I've been able to do it now for the last 25 years. I've worked from home. That boy who was 5 years turns 30 this year. And then we don't have our second born, and that will be a story for another day, but we have our third born who's 20. And so it has been such a joy for me to be at home and to be able to bring them up. And one of the things I thank God for that I've been at home and not without any money or finances, because money is very, very key. I say money is to life what grease is to a car. If a car has no grease, all those metal parts are going to get jammed up. So money is very, very key. So I really thank God for this opportunity that I've been able to be at home to bring up my children. And now I am, the other day I was telling them now I've become a local tourist because now I can travel and go anywhere, including that next week I'll be in Uganda for a week. So it's amazing that I can leave them here and not worry about them. So it has been a great opportunity for me and time. And one of the things I also thank God for is that through the trainings, I'm able to articulate well the products and understand things that an ordinary person would not have understood. And yet I was a very ordinary person. So this business or opportunity gives an ordinary person some extraordinary skills and abilities. And there are things you're going to discover about yourself probably which you didn't know. For me, one of the things I didn't know is that I can teach and I can motivate. In fact, I remember after clearing my A levels, I didn't go to university because they said I'll do a B.Ed or Bachelor of Education. And I just grew up knowing I can't teach. And so I told my dad he was wasting his money. And so he got me a job in the bank. And then when I came to this opportunity, I realized I can actually teach. So some things about yourself you're going to discover as you do this business. So I want to jump in right away into our session of this afternoon on deficiencies. And deficiencies are usually things that lack in our diet or in whatever it is that we consume. And a small deficiency can really mess you up. As we go through the session, you're going to realize that deficiencies can be very small. In fact, sometimes the smaller they are, the more dangerous it is for you. And I hope that at the end of this session, we are going to learn what things to look out for that tell us that we've got deficiencies and what we can do. The good thing, we are going to tell you how to identify them. And then at the end of it, we are going to give you a solution. So let me share my screen and dive into it right away. And to say that what is amazing is that people who bring up animals or who take care of animals seem to understand deficiencies. But when it comes to us human beings, we don't seem to understand. So Some people are spending more money on animals than they do on themselves. Somebody has said that there are horses which are spending more money than the owners, because the owners want to make sure that the horses and the cows and the animals are good, but the person taking care of them has little or nothing. So today we are going to talk about how vitamins and mineral deficiencies affect our system. And we're just saying our whole body is actually needs vitamins and minerals and all types of nutrients for it to be able to function well. And so right from the head, we are able to tell that deficiencies are happening with things as little as hair loss. You know, people lose hair and they don't understand that what is the problem of losing hair. There are people who get bald, there are people who lose hair on the sides, there are people who tend to lose hair. Every other time they comb hair, it is losing out. And hair loss is a sign of lack of those vitamins, especially the B vitamins, and what we call essential fatty acids, which are formed usually in fish oils. And then lack of vitamin A can also give you toxicity or things that are happening in the environment, and that can cause hair loss. The problem of dandruff is an indication that you're lacking what we call EFA, is one of the types of omega-3 oils or fatty acids. It also means you're lacking antioxidants. Antioxidants are things that our bodies go through what we call oxidation. When we eat food, as it burns to give us energy, it produces things that we call oxidants. And those oxidants have got a bad effect on the body. They're actually one of the things that really accelerate aging. And so when you find yourself with a lot of dandruffs, you're especially missing something we call selenium. And selenium is what we call micronutrient, or nutrients that your body needs in very, very small percentages. But if they are lacking, the effect is very big, or you're also lacking vitamin B complex. And then premature graying, there are people who get gray hair right from the start. There are kids who just have gray hair. And then on the face, the dark circles around the eyes show that you've got a low intake of vitamin C. And on the face also, a bit of sagging also shows that you lack vitamin C. And then when you see acne, acne is all sorts of reactions on your face, usually black spots with black heads. They don't look very nice.
Sorry, Maggie, you're frozen there a little bit.
I think I see what the problem is. Am I back, Fred? Okay, I think I'm
yes,
good
you
now.
are.
I think, okay. So I was just saying that when you've got things like tooth decay, is also a lack of vitamins, especially B complex and calcium. And then bleeding gums show that you're lacking vitamin C. There are people who, the moment they just go and brush their teeth, they're already getting bleeding gums. And also there are things we call bioflavonoids. Bioflavonoids are usually purplish in color, like you find the purple cabbage, the grapes, they are usually purplish dark colors. And then the people have got cracks on their mouths and sores on their tongues. So those are some of the things that tell you something is really happening. And then on the skin, of course, dry skin. The people's skin is just so dry, meaning they lack at least a lot of vitamin A and vitamin E. And then there are people who've got skin sags. I mean, their skin is just loose, and there are all sorts of things happening on the skin. There are people who, because of taking some certain things, intolerance or reaction to insulin, depending on what you've been taking in your skin, it can also show. There are people who've got parts that are black because of deficiencies or bumps. And then we've got people who are very easily bruised. There are people just like a small thing, even a sheet of paper just passing them, they get bruised easily on their skin. And you find that even wounds take very long to heal. There are people who can bleed for a very, very long time. And they've got very low wound healing. As most of the time when you're not healing wounds, especially it's a lack of vitamin A, and a lot to do with especially blood circulation. If you've got poor blood circulation, then you can also not heal. Especially when people like get diabetic people, they're very difficult to heal their wounds because blood is not getting to the ends of their feet and their hands. So meaning that food can't go to those ends. And so as a result of that, then their wounds take forever to heal. So those are some of the deficiencies. Then there's hands and nails. There are people whose hands are so rough. There are people whose nails keep on cracking. At any one time, they're always cracking. There are people who've got cold hands. I don't know if you know people have got such cold hands and feet. Actually, some people freeze their hands freeze, and there are people whose feet freeze even when they're worn shoes. Inside the shoes, there are people whose feet freeze. That's also some of part of the deficiencies that we are talking about. And then there are people who get tingly feet. They just feel like they're having ticklish and their feet. There are also people who say they are feeling pins and needles. That's also another lack of vitamins and minerals in your body. Then there are people who eat stones, especially pregnant women. And when we start eating those stones and soil, it's a sign of a very serious sign of calcium deficiency. And you know, for pregnant women, calcium deficiency is so serious because the whole bone structure of that child is formed by the calcium. And no wonder when women have got a calcium deficiency, they get rotten teeth, they get problems with their back and their bones. And also to say that lack of calcium is so serious for women, especially when we are giving birth. People bleed to death because they didn't take enough calcium when they were pregnant. Can you imagine just calcium? So it looks like a very small thing, and that is really, really serious. Then we've got other major diseases like goiter, thyroid, swelling of the prostate, osteoarthritis. All those are diseases that are coming as a result of lacking nutrients or vitamins and minerals. And let me say that vitamins and minerals are very key. And for vitamins and minerals, usually, especially the minerals, we have got minerals divided into two. We've got what we call macro and we've got micro. Macro are like the very key ones. They should appear in big percentages. And then the micro are usually very small, sometimes called trace minerals. And trace minerals are very serious because though you need them in very small percentages, when you don't have them, you can get a big challenge. For example, if you don't have iodine, you get a thyroid issue. If you don't have iron, you become anemic. And if you're anemic, it means you can get a heart issue. So you can see they're needed in very, very small percentages. If you don't have things like multi-mineral and selenium, you've got cold feet and hands. And so you can see those are a lot of problems that you can have. But what is good is that we've got a solution. And the New Life Company, which we are here courtesy of, has got something we call a healthy food pyramid, or the basis of a good nutrition. And we are saying that for you to be healthy, to have health and wellness, to have your body functioning well, to have your organs functioning well, to have good energy levels and vitality, we are saying that you need to eat in a particular way. So this is a guidance by the World Health Organization and the New Life people that the first thing you need to do, weight control and physical activity. For weight control, we count that you have exercised or you have done, or sorry, I think I moved a bit fast. For weight, we say that you need to have your proper BMI. BMI is body mass index. At your height, you should be a certain weight. And then you need to do some physical activity, some physical movement. Most of us are very lazy. We don't exercise at all. We sleep, we wake up, use lifts, use cars, and so we hardly have any physical activity. So we say you've got physical activity if you sweat or there's a change in heart rate. And then you need to do a lot of whole grains, nafaka kamili. 40% of your diet should be grains or whole grains. That's why you find today you eat rice, tomorrow you eat chapati, the following day if you're in East Africa, you eat ugali. And so you find that grains, 40% of our food is going to be whole grains and unprocessed. Whole grains are unprocessed ones that are not refined. And then you need to do a lot of fruits and vegetables. For fruits and vegetables, we count colors. 30% of your diet needs to be fruits and vegetables. So we say 6 to 9 different colors in a day. You see, fruits and veggies have got colors, but so most of us just eat the fruit of the season. So we don't look at colors, and colors are very key. Then we've got protein. We've got a type of protein that you need for your body to work, especially white meat, and white is good protein, but most of us do red. And then fat and sugar, very little, because all the way from when you started eating whole grains, there's a bit of sugar. But that's what we're supposed to do, but they're telling us, sorry, I think my screen, something has happened. Let me just rectify that. Let me just go back and share again, yeah. So we are saying that, let me go back one step, yes. So we are saying that's how we are supposed to eat, but this is how we eat. We've turned the pyramid upside down. It's almost working with your head down instead of your legs. So the thing we are supposed to eat, the least we are eating the most. So you can see their fats and sugar is taking the bigger bit. So 40% we are eating fats and sugar. Most of us do a lot of protein, especially red meat. There are people who cannot eat food without red meat. And then fruits and vegetables, that's usually for sick people and children and women. Although these days, I think men have caught up. They are now eating fruits and vegetables. And then whole grains. Oh my God, if they see you eating those unprocessed food, they're thinking you must be sick. The doctor has recommended. And so we are saying we have changed how we are eating. And as a result, that is a very typical lifestyle. And I know the young people on the call, this is very typical. This is very comfortable. The food, the less nutritious it is for you, and the less of anything it is giving you. And of course, it is easy to have. You don't have plates to wash. You don't have anything to cut and all that. So it takes so much less time, and then it's very sweet and very convenient. So the sweeter, the more convenient it is, the less value and quality it is for you. And as a result of that, more than 50 years ago, Neolife predicted that by the year 2020, which was 2 years back, that chronic diseases will become a lifestyle, that 3 out of every 4 deaths will have chronic diseases. And I know you know somebody who's either passed on or is currently having these diseases, and we are calling them lifestyle diseases because we have brought them on ourselves. Somebody has said, some of us are digging our graves with our forks and knives as we eat. And so we've got a group of scientists. On the extreme left is our founder and his family, Jerry Brasfield, who at the age of 19 had a challenge with asthma, and some natural remedies that we are going to talk about helped him, and he totally recovered. He's now in his 80s and he's not on even one tablet, no medication. And so we are on a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And then on the right are our group of scientists who do the research and quality control of our products. So we are saying they are natural, based in nature, but they've got a scientific board that backs them up. And because of these scientists, we give you 100% money back guarantee that if you use these products the way you should and you don't feel a difference, you return them and get your money back. But can you imagine from 1958, 64 whole years, nobody has ever returned these products, which means they really do a good job. And the man who is on the scientist on his own, Dr. Arthur Fast, he was a top toxicologist. A toxicologist is somebody who understands toxins and the effect in the body. And he's a man who brought up oral chemotherapy. But after developing oral chemotherapy, he realized that diet and disease are relatives. So what you eat or fail to eat can determine what you're going to suffer from. And he was able to do supplements that we now use and can help us to keep disease away. You see, lifestyle is to do with the food. So you cannot treat food issues with medicine. And that is why those lifestyle diseases, once you start on medication, you can have medication for the rest of your life. And so we are saying we've got a solution of turning this pyramid the right side up, because as long as it's upside down, then you can be sure that you're waiting to get those diseases. Things like screening and those tests we go for will not help if we are not doing anything about our diet and our food. And that has been the challenge, that people will not even go for the tests. And then secondly, after they go for the tests and discover what is wrong, they maybe get treated, go out there, go for treatment, but come back and continue eating the very thing that brought the problems. And no wonder things are coming back, things like cancer growing back. And people are wondering, it got out and now it is back because you have not changed how you're eating. And so we are saying we've got a solution that when you eat unhealthily with the pyramid upside down, first of all, something we call cells get blocked. The outer part, we call it a cell membrane. And the cell membrane controls what gets into your cell and what gets out. So when it's unhealthy, it is blocked and very little food goes in, very little waste goes out. And you realize it because you feel very tired, very fatigued. You don't sleep well. You don't go for a long call. You could have challenges on your skin. Even your skin color could be different because of the dirt that is inside your body. And you don't feel too good. And you know, when you don't feel good, you don't do good. You've got very low energy levels. You know, there are people by 10 o'clock, they're so tired. And by 2 o'clock, they're totally finished. But we are saying that if you eat healthy, your cells should be like the one on the right, a soft cell membrane, food goes in, waste goes out. And you're able to have optimization of food and very, very energized, good energy levels. And we've got a solution in our product called 3NN, which has got wheat, rice, and soya, an excellent product that was the first one that was produced in 1958. So this product today is 64 years old. And I say number 2 is so far that 64 years down the line, we don't have anything like it. And when you start taking 3NN by day 3, your long call is as easy as a short call. Nobody may know you went for long or short. You find you've got very good energy levels, you sleep well, you eat a little bit more because now food utilization is higher, meaning that whatever you eat gets right into the cell and works inside the cell. And I want to say that everybody needs this product, because you could also be on very good nutrition food, but your cells are locked, so it is not really helping you. Or you could be even on medication, the proper medication, but because your cells are blocked, the medicine cannot go in and work. So every living person needs this product. Each and every one of us needs to use this product, an excellent product. I could talk about it on and on. Then for fruits and vegetables, we've got a product called carotenoid, a very, very special product to Neolife, patented because it can boost your immunity by 37% in 20 days. And that means that it is above the baseline. When we call a baseline, we are saying this is just normal immunity. But when you take carotenoid, it boosts it higher by 37%. A container of 90 capsules has got 115 kilos. Those are very many kilos of fruits and vegetables. It's also the best immune booster that we have in the world. It's also one that will prevent cancer. It helps to prevent oxidation of cholesterol the veins, so helps with heart issues. It reduces the cells aging process by 44%. I know ladies want to look 18 all our lives. This is the product for us. It will help grow hair, nails. It will help to grow your skin, good looking skin and nice and smooth. And so this is really the product, anti-aging, an excellent, excellent product. And you know, it helps to stop oxidation. Like we said, oxidation is one of the things that increases the rate at which we age. So this product, very, very unique and an excellent one. It also helps to stop cataracts forming with your eyes. And you know, cataracts grow a skin over your eyes, and so it needs to be peeled. But when you take carotenoid, that will not happen. And then we've got our wonderful omega-3 salmon oil that helps to deal with things like we call inflammation. Inflammation are swellings and pains in the body. And our omega-3 is very unique. It's got all the 8 families of the omega-3. Most of the omega-3s in the market have just got 2 of them. They've got the EPH, DHA, and EPA. Those are only 2. They've only got number 5 and number 8, which if you look at my right-hand side, they're just the 2, the EPA and the DHA. Those are what most people have, these 2. And these 2 are very easy to put in any omega. And so most omegas don't have all the 8. And if you're not taking all the 8, you've got a gap already. And you need the 8 for it to work. And our salmon oil is taken from the cold areas. Omega-3 is from the cold areas, the places which have got cold water, and the omega is more effective than the tropics. The one in the tropics, we call it the cod liver oil, is not as effective. And this omega-3 is amazing. It will help with joints. It will help with your brain function. It will help the people who have got watery eyes. People keep on forgetting, their memory is so low. This product will do that. And for the ladies, you must take this product, especially when you get expectant, because when you get expectant, the brain is the first one that forms, and the brain is really key. So if you want a child to grow very well, to have very good cognitive health, we call it cognitive, to be able to recognize and know things, then you need omega-3. And not to mention that omega-3 greases the joint. So even as you give birth, this product is amazing. For me, my daughter, who's now 20, she's been my experimental person. For the last 20 years, she's taken a supplement every single day. Since she was 3 days old, I was not even scared of giving her 3 days. I just used to bite the capsule and give her the water to suck because she already knew how to suck. And I've given her every single day for the last 20 years. And I can tell you, she's an amazing girl. If you talk to her, her reasoning is at an excellent level. Things like mood swings, there are people who are so moody, this product will help with things like mood swings. Oh my God, it will help with menopause. People are going through menopause, women. It will help the men with their prostate gland. Omega-3, just an amazing, amazing product. So those 3 oils of TNN, carotenoid, and omega-3, we call them the essential oils. Those are oils you need. And you know, oil is very key. Even now, you know, with the Kenya problem of oil being so expensive, fuel, we all know that oil runs everything in the world. So these 3 oils will run your body as well. And then we've got a multivitamin that you need. It's got all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs. And like we said, if you've got a gap, then it is going to be a problem. And we are saying that usually this product has got 25 vitamins and minerals that you need. And on that whole thing, we give you what we call a Pro Vitality pack. And that pack will give you all the vitamins and minerals that you need and will turn your pyramid from being upside down to the right side up. And I can tell you, when you've got Pro Vitality, you've actually got that vitality. You see, if you've got compromising levels of energy, even very basic things you cannot do. So each and everybody on this call and everybody alive needs this product, because we are saying this is good nutrition for you. And we are saying that Pro Vitality, we've got something for children as well. For children, what we call TNN or whole grains, for them, we've got what we call Vita Squares. And they're like sweets, and they've got all the vitamins and minerals that you need in a convenient pack. Then for carotenoid, for the kids, we've got what we call VitaGuard, and VitaGuard is a very powerful one. It's got 3 types of fruits and vegetables, and that will help the immunity to be up. It is also anti-cancer, anti-leukemia. They're VitaGuard, an excellent product for kids. Omega-3, we've got a smaller one, a mini one for children, but they could also do with this excellently. And then, of course, that is what we give for children. So we've got products that help along all the way. So they're taken care of. And I now just want to go narrow in on these other products that we have, like we talked about. And we said that if you lack, then you're going to get a problem. And let me start right away with this calcium. Our calcium is very unique. It's called calcium magnesium. And it's also got a vitamin D3 as part of it. Vitamin D has been proved to have a function in immunity. And you know, most of us used to get vitamin D from the sun. And if you're not having enough light or the sun, then you're lacking. And you know, those of us who are Africans, amazing that our skin is dark, as we need more vitamin D than the people who are light-skinned, because our skin takes longer to penetrate with this vitamin D. So you need to be out in the sun the early morning hours, 9, 10 o'clock. When people had children and you got a newborn, you would always put them out in the sun. But as we grow older, we think we don't need it. We seriously need it, because there are some functions that only take place with enough and adequate levels of vitamin D3. So if you don't have enough calcium, you get very weak bones, rotten teeth. And I don't know if you have looked at older people, as they age, you find that the gap between one tooth and another is so big. Those are not gaps. If you don't have enough calcium, then the body will take for itself. It will not lack, because you should be able to eat. And so if you're not taking enough, it will take the teeth, it will take the bones. And so you've got very fragile bones. You've got teeth that are so spaced out that are rotting, and that's already a sign of calcium. For the ladies, you get a lot of cramps, a lot of pains. You need calcium. Actually, girls need calcium from as early as 9 years. And girls who start taking calcium as early as 9 years grow taller and stronger than those who do not take. And then if you don't have enough calcium levels, especially for women, you get a bent back. Men hardly get a bent back, because their calcium, usually they can get enough from the food. So our calcium is very nice. And one of the things to note about our calcium is that it is chelated or chelated, depending on who your English teacher was. And chelation is a process which is used to help in absorption. There's 3 minerals that are very hard to absorb in the body. There's calcium, iron, and zinc. Very difficult for the body to absorb even from food. And so they need a special facility. They need an amino acid added to them so that the body can easily absorb them in the body. So our calcium is chelated, which means that it's got some amino acid added to it. And so it penetrates the body very, very easily. And it also dissolves very, very easily. And it being natural, it works better. I know people say there are other calciums that are cheaper. I want to tell you, cheap is expensive in the long run, because if you take a product that is not natural, it leaves other effects in your body, including getting stomach issues. There are people, when they say some calciums give them stomach issues, is because they are not natural. Then the magnesium helps in absorption of the calcium, and that is why it is called CalMag. We have it in a ratio we call 2 to 1, 2 CalMag to 1 magnesium, and that is how our CalMag works. And then we went a bit further and gave you magnesium again on its own, because magnesium has got many, many functions. When you blink your eyes, that's magnesium. When you open up your hand or stretch your fingers, that's magnesium working. And magnesium has also got a very big role that it plays, especially in moods and depression. One of the things that people who are getting into depression, they're realizing is that they don't have enough calcium levels. Enough magnesium levels. And so you can see things like mood swings are also there, and depression. And I want to tell you, depression is a very serious thing. You find life is not meaningful. You don't want to wake up in the morning. You don't want to bathe. Nothing makes sense. It's a really terrible thing, and you don't want to even go there. Then next, we've got the Multi, an amazing product. It's got all the vitamins in vitamins in one, in a multi-mineral, a multivitamin actually. And so it is on its own, because you might want just the vitamins on their own without the whole grain, but the best thing is to have the two. So that is a multi that we have on its own, available in 30 tablets. And they're there in those small bottles, because it means that everybody should be able to afford them. You cannot afford not to use them. Then we've got the multi-mineral. Our multi-mineral are very amazing products. The same way you can have a multivitamin, you need a multi-mineral. And our multi-mineral also has got something we call alfalfa. And multi-mineral does a lot of things. One of the things it has that is very unique, it's got calcium, it's got zinc, it's got iron, it's got selenium, it's got chromium, it's got the alfalfa. This product, every woman must use it, especially those people who experience excessive bleeding. This is the product to use. If you've got excessive bleeding with your cycle, this is one product you cannot afford not to have. And especially the fact that it's got iron, because then you need iron. When you bleed excessively, you lose iron. And so that means you could be iron deficient and you could get anemic. And then it also helps, especially if you're not able to buy the calciums and the zinc on their own, you can actually buy them in this one pack, because it's got the calcium, it's got the zinc, it's got the iron. So if you're not able to buy them individually, buy them in this pack and you have it all right. Then the alfalfa, very important. I remember giving it to a pregnant woman whose child was not able to turn because the child was not engaging in time. And this particular product helped the child turn upside down the way they should and engage in the cervix to be able to give birth normally. So a very, very special product. It is also the one you need if you get cold feet and hands. There are people, no matter how warm they wear, they can never get warm enough. this is the product for you, especially people with cold feet. There are people even whose toes fold inside the shoe because of how cold they feel. This is the product for you. So it manages body temperature. So if you're the kind of person at one time it's too hot, too cold, things like menopause, then this product will manage that. And then it also helps people who have got excessive sweating. There are people whose palms just sweat, especially men. And if that is your challenge, then this product is for you because it will control sweating of the palms and the body. And then we've got Formula 4. Formula 4 is our whole grain product together with the vitamins and minerals. So Formula 4 combines the threonine and the multi to form it into Formula 4. And it's also a very exclusive product, and it's got iron in it. So those people who need iron would use Formula 4. So Formula 4 Plus and Formula 4 are relatives, only that Formula 4 Plus does not have iron. There are people who don't need iron, but Formula 4 Plus has got more zinc than Formula 4. So Formula 4 Plus is more ideal for men, and people are going through menopause because they don't need iron and they need more zinc, especially the men need the zinc for their post-rate function and for them to protect themselves from post-rate cancer. So Formula 4 Plus is more ideal for the older people. So the younger people in their childbearing and who need iron, then they're better off with the Formula 4. Then we come to vitamin B complex. Our vitamin B, an amazing B. Our vitamin B has got all the B vitamins together. You know, sometimes they tell you need B12, you need B6, you need B3, and you don't know which other B you need. The thing about these vitamins is that if you get them separated, like the B is not together, they don't do a good job. That vitamin B has also got B17. Many people are looking for B17 because they're saying it is helping with cancer. So our B vitamin has got B17 as part of it. So if you're that kind of a person looking for it, then there you are. And vitamin B complex and a very amazing one. And you just need a tablet. It's got 60, you just need a tablet. It will help with the hair. Excellent for people who want to grow their hair. For people who have got low appetite, not eating well, excellent for you. It also helps to increase blood count when you take it with iron. It also helps to digest carbohydrate, giving you very good energy levels. So if you're feeling very, very fatigued, then this is the vitamin for you. There are people who get black toes, they darken, the color of the toes and the nails darken. It's a lack of vitamin B, so you need that B again. This vitamin B, very crucial for people who are expectant, because if you don't take it as a lady, you get children with what we call spinal bifida. Spinal bifida is where the child is not able to control anything that is leaving the body. All the waste just comes out uncontrollably. So that is one of the challenges because of not taking vitamin B complex. Then you've got a problem with what we call spinal bifida because it's got folic acid, which is just one of the vitamin B. So you really need it. Then also when you don't have enough vitamin B, when you're pregnant, you feel like throwing up, that nausea you get in the morning is because you're lacking your vitamin B. So you can see that vitamin B is excellent. It helps to control acne and oil levels on the skin. So it's an excellent, excellent product. Then it also helps with the nervous system, transmission of nerves messages. There are people who may not even feel anything. There are people who can put their hand on a pan and not feel anything because the nerve transmission is not working well. So again, vitamin B complex, it also helps the spinal cord to work well. So you can see that vitamin B, an amazing product. Then we've got vitamin C. So the thing about our vitamin B and C is that these, again, the body does not absorb very easily. Or if it absorbs, they wash away in water because we say they're water soluble. Vitamins are two types. There's water soluble and oil. Water soluble just means in the presence of water, they wash away. Oil means they can be stored. Now, the thing about water soluble is that it means that if you take a vitamin B this morning and by around 10 o'clock, you go for a short call, whatever was not used, all of it gets out. But our vitamin B has got something we call sustained release or time release. It takes up to 6 hours in your body, which means it is better utilized than if you just took an ordinary vitamin B. And the same applies to our vitamin C. Our vitamin C is also sustained release or time release, an amazing vitamin C that has got vitamin C has got 8 oranges, and those are very many oranges. So at a time like now, you realize that it is people are having all sorts of flus and colds. They need this vitamin C because those 8 oranges will keep you healthy. Vitamin C also helps to form collagen. Collagen helps to hold the cells together. So if you find you've got loose skin, sagging skin, it means you're lacking vitamin C, and so you need it. An excellent product for people who are in industrial areas because of that industrial waste and pollution, you find that you lack a lot of vitamin C. So you can see vitamin C there is very, very crucial. It also helps the capillaries in the body for the blood movement. There are people whose capillaries get so brittle and the blood is not able to move well. They need the vitamin C for elasticity of those capillaries. And then those people who get nose bleeding, gum bleeding, they need this vitamin C. The people who are always nose bleeding is because they lack the vitamin C. Then we come to zinc. Zinc, an amazing product, excellent product, especially for men, because it helps to keep away the prostate gland expansion or swelling. And then zinc also helps the skin. It's an excellent immune booster, very good for colds and flus. In fact, if you've got a cold and you take 3 zinc a day for 3 days, the cold goes, it shortens the span for colds and flus. I've also found it to be an anti-malarial product. I'm married to the western side of Kenya, and I've never taken anti-malaria or anything. I go and come back, and I realize it's because I've got very good levels of zinc, I'll not get any malaria. So very good for that. It also helps to speeden up healing. So if somebody is going for an operation, a week before, start taking your zinc, and a week after, and you heal very, very fast, including those of us who've got sons who we take for circumcision. I'm a very experimental person. And one of the things I did is that when our son was going for circumcision, I decided I'm going to try this zinc on him. And I remember in about 3 days, he could wear a short. That was amazing for me. So it heals wounds very, very fast. And then it also helps with the immunity, very good for the skin, and helps the boys, especially when they're going through their teenage, that sweating. The zinc really helps with that. And of course, the rashes and the skin that is a bit unsettled, zinc will help in that. Then we've got vitamin A and D. Vitamin A and D, if you cannot afford the omega-3, then this is the product for you, because it's got a bit of the fish oil, only that it's got the pure cod liver oil, but it is still better than having no fish at all. And because A and D is so conveniently done, it's got 100 capsules and you only need 1 a day. So that is very, very good. And especially young people in Africa, children are lacking vitamin A especially. And most of the time when they go to clinics, they're actually given a supplement of vitamin A. The only thing is that we've combined it with D, because I told you vitamins are 2 types. Vitamin A and D apparently is oil soluble, which means it can store in your body. And at certain levels, vitamin A gets toxic. And because we don't know at what level you're going to consume it, it gets toxic. So we have it as A and D. We don't have it on its own as vitamin A. And then the D is the D3 that we said is very good for immunity. And it helps the brain function. It helps the children with their things like rickets not to form, and a good brain to work well. Then we've got vegan D. Vegan D is a vitamin D done from vegetables. There are people who will not do any protein, any meat, anything. So those people who want a vitamin D, but they want the vegetable one, then they can use the vegan D on its own. And it's an amazing product as well. One of our newest products in the market, and I know people are using it. And other things, you're going to realize that it gives you very good energy levels as well and immunity boosts. Then we've got vitamin E. Our vitamin E is very unique. Actually, our vitamin E is a vitamin E complex. It's got all the 8 vitamin E's in it. And the thing about vitamin E is that there is a synthetic one and there is a natural one. Now, the thing is that if you see the word D alpha, D and dash alpha, that's a natural one. If you see DL dash alpha, that is an unnatural vitamin E. And what is so bad about consuming that is things that are not natural is that you're throwing your money down the drain. You're not helping yourself, because the body knows what is natural and what is not. And it will not work with what is not natural. It will actually go and store in your body and give you other challenges. Now, vitamin E, an amazing product. It is actually anti-aging. They've proved that by long-term use of vitamin E, you can reduce your body aging process by 20 years. 20 years is a long time, 20 years. And then vitamin E helps with blood flow. Like those people who get clots, people are diabetic and high blood pressure. If your blood is too thick because of those challenges, then you need a blood thinner. Vitamin E is a natural blood thinner, and it will thin your blood to the extent that you cannot get clots. And clots are bad because if a clot stops on your heart, you get a heart attack. It stops in the brain, it becomes a stroke, which means that people with a stroke, this is an excellent product for them because it has to do with the clot in the brain. So because it is a blood thinner, it will make sure the blood is not too thick and it can circulate. And then for people who are diabetic, they seriously need it, because when food doesn't get to the ends, the feet and the hands, then the cells start rotting and we have to amputate. And you see, they amputate one leg. When one is over, they go to the next one, then they'll eventually have all the limbs out. So vitamin E, very key for those people who are diabetic and high blood pressure, because then it is a blood thinner. Then it also helps to regenerate skin, especially at night. You can actually apply this vitamin E, cut up the capsule and apply it on your face at night. It gives you very, very smooth skin. And it helps to increase the rate at which cells renew so it looks younger for longer. And then vitamin E also helps with scarring. If somebody's got a burn and they just take this vitamin E and split it up and apply on the scar, you're going to heal without any single mark. Actually, that and the aloe vera gel is what you can use so that you or whatever place that is burning. So vitamin E, an excellent product. It is also very good for fertility. There are people who have got very small ovules of the egg, for the lady especially. And if that is your challenge, because if the egg is too small, it can't be fertilized, then you need to combine zinc and vitamin E, and it will give you the right size for the egg to get fertilized. Sometimes they also call vitamin E a sex vitamin if your libido is low. I bet it's because it increases blood flow. Then for that, it helps to give you very good and high libido. So if you've got that challenge, then vitamin E is for you. And then we've got a pack that has got all these vitamins in one. It's got a daily vitality pack, and it's called daily vitality because it will give you daily vitality, as the name goes. And this particular product has got 5 products in it. It's got your formula 4 or 3NN and a multivitamin. Then it's got vitamin B complex. It's got vitamin E. It has got multi-mineral. It's got vitamin C and B complex. You can see it's got everything, almost all the vital things I talked about are there. So it is an amazing product. And those people have got very, very compromised energy levels. This is really the product for you. If you do a lot of work, a lot of gym work, you're a CEO, you're a busy person, you move here and there, and you want very good energy levels, this is good for you. And it's conveniently packed. You're able to pick a sachet a day, and you're able to move on. The thing about almost all our supplements, you need to take them with food. They are not substitutes. They are taken with food for them to be able to work well. So you need to eat well, and then you take this product, and I can tell you your energy levels will be just amazing. And we are saying that invest in your health today, or in your sickness tomorrow. You know, people say that it is expensive to have good health. And I want to agree, health is an investment just like any other thing. Imagine you're able to buy a car of 10 million, a house of 10 million that is stone and brick, and the body that enables you do that, you can't even buy something for 2,000 a month. And so we are saying that health is an investment. You know, I know ladies will buy an expensive handbag, will go and spend 3,000 on our hair, on our nails, on a salon. And when we are told to buy something that is 2,000, like a calcium, we are not able to buy. You know, you just have got to invest in your health. And I want to say, I think I want to stop there and just say something, then I'll be able, I think, to pass it on to Fred. Let me just stop screen sharing as I wind up. And I just want to say that you cannot afford not to be healthy. Everything about you is health. And I want you today to go and think between your house rent or your house mortgage and the food that you take into your house. I don't know which one is more costly. Most of us will fuel a car, and now know a car is fueling at about 25 to 30,000 a month. And like I said, a Pro Vitality pack that goes for about 6,500 is too expensive. And remember, 6,500 is for a month. And this car of 25,000 is also for a month. But you know, a car is just a metal. If it gets spoiled, you can do something about it. You can always get another one. I don't know where you're going to get a body and another one. And the sooner you start on good nutrition and good supplementation, the better. I want to tell you that supplements are different. We've got synthetic. Synthetic are the ones which are chemically done. Your body cannot work with them, and it does not recognize them. It's just drawing your money down an endless pit. And then we've got some organic. They've got a mixture of organic. They've got a bit of natural and a bit of synthetic. Then we've got what we call whole food, which are the Neolife supplements. The Neolife supplements are totally food. As in, if you sat and ate that exact food, your body will behave exactly the same as when you eat food. And you know, now we are having a lot of GMO food. Our soil is deficient with all that. We are adding artificial fertilizers. Food is not even waiting to get ready. It is being harvested before it is ready. The weather changes, not to mention some people don't even have enough time to sit and eat a proper meal. And so we are saying that the time when we used to think supplementation is a foreign thing, I want to tell you supplementation is here with us. And you know, supplementation is not new. Like I said, the people are paying more money to their horses and their animals than to their own body in form of supplements. Even chicken are taking supplements, and you and I, we are doing nothing about it. I think I want to stop there, and I want to hand over back to Fred Geshoke to continue. Maybe he has something else he wanted to say, but also say this is a business. It can give you money. In fact, if you don't have money to buy these supplements, excellent. In fact, I'm happy for you, because then this business is for you, because you can pass this information and pass on these products to other people, and the profit you make you actually can buy your own supplements. Personally, I've used them for the last 25 years. I'm 55 right now, and I don't feel anything. I still have my cycle. I'm still waiting for menopause. I don't know when it is coming. God knows. I have no idea. But I feel healthy. I feel great. I have no aches. I have no pains. I wake up as early as 4:30. I sleep at 11. And I've known nothing. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel anything. I'm still waiting for those things that people say. My own father is 85, not on any single medication, but he's on a Pro-Vitality pack every single month. Pro-Vitality pack and mind enhancement, my father must have. As early as last week, I took to him that pack. And he's used it for the last 25 years, the number of years I've been in the business. And it's amazing that he can remember, he can drive from Machakos to Nairobi without a problem. Oh, he looks great, and I'm happy, And my family is healthy, especially Angela, the younger one. She's used supplements for the last 20 years. I can't count 10 hospital visits. The brother who is older, who is 30, they can even argue, and she can win an argument and advise him on some things. And the age gap is 10 years. I find that amazing. So I want to stop there and ask Fred Gishuke to take over. Thank you very much for giving us this afternoon. I hope something that I've shared has been of value to you, and that together we are going to make the world a healthier and a happier place. Thank you very much, Fred Gishuke. If you can hear me, you can take it away. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Amulavu. That was awesome. A lot of information within a very short span of time. You actually outdid yourself, and you're so grateful. I can see Gladys has her hand up. Gladys, do you want to say something? Gladys Jura? Or it is up by mistake? Okay. Guys, there you have it. Fantastic. Yes, Gladys?
Fred. No, I couldn't thumb up, so I just used I'm totally impressed with what Maggie has said.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so guys, we have come to the end of our session. I just want to, like Margaret has shared right at the end, this is an opportunity that you can pursue, and you can be able to get the products at wholesale price so they become cheaper for you. And then you can also touch other people's lives. Remember, we are in a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place by focusing on helping other people to live a better life. And when you focus on helping other people to live a better life, your life becomes good automatically. So I want to encourage you, talk to the person who invited you, ask him, how can I be a member of Neolife and get to experience these wonderful products? And apart from the products, you also get to make money, you get to travel. It's a total value opportunity. Tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock, we'll be having a business presentation. In case you're new and you'd like to know how this business works and you'd like to make some money on the side. And here we talk about working smart rather than working hard. By using your smartphone, you can actually be making millions on a monthly basis. So talk to the person who invited you. Let him send you a link for tomorrow in the evening. Come and listen on to how the business works. But this brings us to the end of our session. If you're interested in the products, again, talk to the person who invited you. He can get them for you. That is if you don't want to join the business. And you can actually buy the products from him. Otherwise, this video will be available later today. So when you get it, share it with somebody. You will probably be able to help that person sort out some deficiencies that you have. And there's one deficiency before I wrap up. You know, when we grew up, we used to see some white marks on our fingers, on our nails, and we used to wonder, what is that? But when you get right into it, you find that it's actually a deficiency in zinc. So if you have a white something on your finger, on your nail, then you need to get some zinc, and that's a warning sign right there. So this brings us to the end of our session. It was great. It was a great session of learning. I look forward to see you again next Sunday when we'll have a different topic, a different idea, a different session on health. And I look forward to seeing you then. Otherwise, have a restful Sunday evening. God bless you all.